Alright guys, so I'm going to meet a person and it's a very crucial meeting for me. It's a crucial meeting, it's an important meeting, and remember I told you about what is very important, क्या करना है, what to do. I'm making good money in one of the business models that I'm running, but I also feel that business model has a shelf life. It has a very limited shelf life, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. So it won't be. It is definitely not a forever thing. Forever. It's not a forever business model. So I'm exploring options always. There are about 3-4 options within my staffing business that I have shortlisted, and about 30 options that are there which are not related to staffing, and each one has a potential to give me 400-500k, 500-600k per year, which is what I need to sustain my lifestyle. So I don't know. So out of these ones, I really want someone should tell me this is what you should do, and done. And that's a very difficult what. That's a very difficult decision. So I'm going to talk about what are things I'm considering. I may even tell you the options as part of this discussion. I may tell you what all are various considerations on the basis of which I am thinking, and how I'm evaluating all these options of various whats, and that is the journey I want to take you to. I'll talk more about this what. So this what is about having placing students. Students who come to America on F1 visa, they get a free visa called OPT for 2.5 years, about 29 months. Actually, exactly 29 months, about 2.5 years. And then we need to find a job for them within those 29 months. If we do find, then they potentially come over on our H1, and then they become our employees for almost 10-15 years, and then we are on the go. That is what we call as OPT CPT work. And so this is what I'm going to meet with someone. So that's what. So anything that I'm doing, so this is one of the considerations. How many man hours before it gives me any juice, right? Before it gives me any revenue, before it shows. Can you put them, try to make measurable milestones, like for example in this case, if I can make one placement which is giving results, then that is good. That will take about 2 months. So that's the great thing about where I am in OPT CPT model. About 2 years back, had I started this, it would have taken at least 8 months, but now I'm at a place where it will take only 2 months for me to give me some results. So that's one of the criteria. How it happens, why it's happening like this, that's not a problem here. But main thing is you should learn, the consideration is how soon you will see something concrete, right? And even within those 2 months, can you measure the progress? Like for example, the first thing is getting the candidate who you will get the job, and I'm going to meet a candidate. So that's where the thing is. So that's how it basically works out. So if it works out, then that's a pretty victory. You need to have some kind of sizing. Don't look at Infosys places OPT CPT people, and they get the OPT people, they make billions and all that. Don't think of those. I know when you look at the Shark Tank, many people make, this is $1 billion industry, this is $23 billion industry, right? Don't think all those things. Those are stupid stats. Okay, for you the stat is, where do you get this data from actually? You should know your saturation point, right? You should know your saturation point. There is a saturation point to this. I personally feel it will be around 400-500k. After that, it will be an uphill task. I'll have to be sitting here again thinking what to do next. It may not be easy, but I know that if I feel that it can yield me 400-500k, this is some historical data speaking, and it reaches saturation point, because once you place, let's say 20 people, then the previous people start to come out of the projects too, right? So it has some kind of a saturation point. This saturation point, sorry to say, but you should know these things. A number of people that you would need, can this be outsourced? In my case, remember, all my formulas are outsourceable things. So can this be fully outsourced? So this is one of the things we have come up with a model wherein we'll be outsourcing this entire thing. There are so many components which need to be done in America. We are going to get it done somehow in India. This is where I'm master of, right? Remember I said that offshoring is a great skill. So again, hows I will figure out. It's not about how. Again, I'm not talking about how. I'm talking about the considerations around which I am making a decision of this what, right? So this is how much money will I have to invest before I see any juice, right? This is another very important consideration. Very importantly, how many my man hours will be used. I have only a bandwidth of about 3 hours, and very recently I started to get those 3 hours. Very recently I started to have those 3 hours a day free. I was working 16 hours a day, now I'm working 12 hours a day, and now recently I started to see 10 to 11 hours a day. And now if I want to bring it back to 3 hours per day, then that's so sad. It's like I'm just becoming a machine. So, but anyway, I should know that this particular thing is gonna involve, the way I'm doing it is, there is a guy I have in India, he'll be the manager. And he's the one who's gonna take care of everything. So his name is Kaiser, by the way. I mean, if you want to know, I just love to say the names of my peers and my friends. Apart from that, there is another thing I want to talk to you about. This is my theory, right? Once you know the what, you would be able to, hows will start to come to you. Hows will start to come to you. You'll be surprised. Like, for example, one of the big whys how is I've started to realize that my management skills are lacking. I've started to feel some very interesting management skills. Like, if I'm a poor manager, I'll have 5 people working with me, right? If I'm a good manager, I'll have 25 people. I'll have hierarchy of 5 people working with me, and those 5 people will be handling another 5. So I'll be having 30 people working with me. I don't know whether you guys have ever I don't think I talked about this yet in this channel, but I call it, this whole mission of my life right now is 5 to 50. I'm trying to handle a team of 50 people. 40, 50, same thing. 5, 3, 7, same thing. I've been handling a team of 5 to 6 to 7 people, key people. And I'm trying to make a team which is 50 people, strong. So 5 people will be reporting to me, and they will handle 7, 8, 9, 10 people each. That's the plan now. So this is a pretty interesting journey, very big how, and one of the things I've learned is I lose my patience in some simple things. In simple things, I lose my patience. A person just asked me something twice, I may lose my patience. I can't believe what kind of person I was. In 5 people team, you don't feel that much. You'll be surprised because you're emotionally so connected. They can also say something nice to you, and you can also say something a little nice, and that's fine. Nice is fine. And but when there is a 35, 40 people team, then it starts to hit you. It is hitting me. There are some people in the team who are very knowledgeable, very intelligent, highly respected in the industry outside of my company, and I'm trying to woo them, and I don't know how to talk to them. I lose my patience on small things. I'm getting feedback from the side as well as directly from them. Sometimes, sir, the way you talk was not right. And when they say this, I feel ashamed that they're talking to me so professionally, and I don't know how to handle that. The point is, guys, well, as our discussion goes, how? Guys, what is such a strong thing in life? Once you know what you have to do, what is, it starts to change you as a person. It starts to change your entire perspective. It starts to make you a better human. It starts to make you a human geared towards, towards your goal. But what is very important, right? And how you will get to you. I mean, how's, like, for example, as I gave the example of a how, I'm basically changing as a person. I'm realizing more and more that I'm not fit to talk to a professional girl or professional boy. I sometimes pick on their small things. They can ask me a small simple thing, sir, should I make a group? And I might lose my patience. I may start saying mean things to them. I won't get angry by God's grace. I used to get angry also till about 2 years back, till about a year back, till about 6 months back. Also, there were episodes. I'm trying to make sure that I never lose anger. So this is again the power of what is that? It is making me. It is changing one ingrained habit in my body. Something ingrained in my body, deep inside my body, is changing. Right? That's the power of what. Once you know what, you know, you'll start to find ways to become better and better. You know, and that's because they become your tools. You'll figure out the tools. They become your tools to become even better than you ever were. Right? So guys, find your what, know your options, evaluate them. You will be surprised. Hundreds of faculties in your body will rise and start to make you a person who's going towards it. Thank you guys.